Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup, and this was highly requested, so I hope you enjoy. This is sort of more of a glam everyday makeup, so the makeup that I wear when I want to be a little more done up, but enough talking, let's get on into the makeup tutorial. Alrighty, so of course we're going to be starting off with a primer, and I'm just rubbing this all over my face to give me a nice base for the foundation. And the foundation that I've been loving recently is the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. It's more of a lightweight sheer coverage foundation, but I've kind of been into that recently because I want to look a little bit more natural and just sort of conceal the areas that I need to. So after I apply that with the brush, I just use the Beauty Blender and dab that around the skin to give me a more flawless finish. The concealer that I'm using is the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and I put this in a triangle shape under the eyes as well as down the forehead, the nose, and the chin. And I also use this L'Oreal Magic Lumi Concealer. It's more of a brightening concealer, and I put that right below my under eyes to brighten that even more. And I will blend that in, of course, with the Beauty Blender and make sure it's all blended out. Since this is more of a glam look, I need to make sure I set everything, so I'm baking it with the same damp sponge and my setting powder. And while that's baking and sitting, I'm going to be doing my brows with my all-time favorite. You guys know I love this stuff. This is the Shu Uemura Brow Ink Liquid Eyebrow, and I'm just going to be filling my eyebrows in using light hair-like strokes and then setting that with some clear brow gel. By the time I'm finished meticulously filling in my eyebrows, it's about time to kick off my bake. So I'm using the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, which sounds weird, but it kind of has a similar formula to the Hourglass Luminous Finishing Powders or whatever, so that's what I use. And then for contouring, I'm using my Smashbox Contour Stick, and I'm putting this in all of the necessary areas. I'm not going too crazy. As you can see, I just did a light line along the cheekbones, the forehead, and then down the sides of the nose. I'm using my synthetic brush just to blend all of this in. So this is kind of a little trick for anyone with monolids or hooded eyes. I take a contour powder and I just kind of bring this in that little area that connects to your nose and your eyelid, and it kind of pushes back the hood part of your eye, if that makes sense, and then I bring it down to connect it to my nose contour as well. This is a little trick that I like to do every day, and it really does make a difference. So to finish up bronzing the skin, I'm using my Too Faced Sweethearts Sweet Tea Bronzer and this synthetic buffing, no, it's a, I don't even know what this type of brush is called, like a stippling brush, I think. Anyways, moving on. For highlighter, I'm using my Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion in the shade 01. You guys have been asking how my skin has been so glowy recently, and this is the secret. I love this stuff to death. It is amazing, and I swear by it. So I realized I forgot to put on blush, so I'm using my Justify My Love Flush Blush by Too Faced, and then I'm re-highlighting again because you can never have enough glow. And now we're just about ready to start on the eyes, so I'm priming them with the good old primer potion by Urban Decay and then just rubbing that in with my fingertips. And then the palette we're going to be using is my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, so I'm using that white shade to set that primer and to give me a nice base to start off with. And then I'm taking those transition colors, I think they're called Salted Caramel, and I'm blending this in the crease. Next, I'm taking that darker shade called Semi Sweet, and I'm bringing this along my lash line as well as on the outer third of my eye and blending this with the transition color. To deepen up the look even more, I'm taking Triple Fudge on this little definer brush, and I'm dragging this along my lash line as well because we want to build up sort of like a subtle smoky eye. So I'm going to be dragging that and then taking a blending brush and blending this with all of the other colors as well. Then I'm going back in with those medium shades, and I'm just popping that into the outer third again just to make sure everything is pulled together. And now I'm taking a black eyeshadow on a stiff, thin brush, and I'm pressing this in between my lashes, and it just gives you a smoky lash effect. I really recommend this trick for monolids. It's way better than eyeliner or winged eyeliner. Just gives you such a good smoky eye type of look. For a little bit of shimmer, I'm taking creme brulee and hazelnut and just popping this on the balls of my eyelids. And then to finish off the lower lash line, we're taking those transition shades and dragging this below my lashes and smoking it out on the bottom as well. And then taking Triple Fudge, the deeper shade, and just pressing that in closer towards the lash line. To highlight the inner corner, I'm taking Champagne Truffle, and then we are going to be tightlining and waterlining the eyes with a brown eyeliner, which just makes it look a little bit more natural than black eyeliner, especially since we have this smoky, sultry look going on. And then I'm highlighting my brow bone using these same highlighting shades, and the eyeshadow is complete. So to finish off the eyes, we are using my Shu Uemura lash curler, the best lash curler for anyone with stick straight eyelashes like me. And then the mascara that I'm using is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black, which is one of my holy grails. Of course, lashes are optional, but for this look, it really does tie everything together, and these are the Kiss lashes in the style Jasmine, which are so pretty and wispy and beautiful, and I love them to death. So once I've popped those on, we are good to go with the eyes and ready to move on to the lips. So my all-time favorite nude lip liner is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk liner, and I actually lost this liner after filming this video, so I'm so sad about that. But I love pairing it with this Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nude Thrill. This liquid lipstick is perfect for every day because it's very comfortable on the lips. It's kind of like a moussey thing going on, and I think it looks really good with the lip liner. The final and best step of doing your makeup, the setting spray. So once I've doused myself in this, we are done with this look. I really hope you guys like it. This is kind of what I've been wearing on my face recently in my videos and in my everyday life. So if you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and click that little bell button down below so you can be notified whenever I post a new video and join the fam. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!